Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we have episode 19 of our Let's Talk series. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Kai. I am the host of the Crochet Corner podcast here on YouTube, and I am so glad that you decided to come and sit with me today. For all of my returning folks, hey y'all, welcome back. I hope you have been enjoying the content that I've been putting out lately. I told you guys that I'm going to be more consistent, and I'm definitely sticking to that. So thank you for coming back for another Let's Talk. So you guys probably have noticed a different view. I'm just testing out different things because, you know, why not? It's good to have a little change sometime. And also my computer chair is not in here, and I was just like way too lazy to set up all that. So I'm just filming this on my iPad and seeing how it goes. If we like it, we might keep it this way. We might not. I don't know. So yes, I hope you guys enjoy. Sorry. I hope you guys enjoy this video. And today, because I have been hit with the sewing and embroidery bug, I just wanted to talk about my sewing and embroidery machine. Now I do actually the next couple weeks is all going to be about yarn. I know you guys, it's a crochet podcast, but today I just wanted to dedicate some time to telling you guys about my sewing and embroidery machine. So starting with my sewing machine, I started sewing about 5 months ago. I started off with this $70 little kid toy sewing machine. It was awful. The thread always broke, it always jammed, it was trash, and I returned it. And I decided that I really wanted to get into sewing, and if I wanted to do that, then I was going to have to seriously get a serious machine. I'm so sorry about the glare. I don't even know where it's coming from. Oh, it's coming from the camera. But I decided that I was going to seriously have to get an actual machine. So that is when I did some research about some good machines. There are so many machines out there, but when I was buying mine in the middle of a pandemic, I kind of had to get what I could get, and that was the Janome Mod 30. So I purchased my machine off of QVC, and I love it. I cannot speak enough praises about the Janome Mod 30. Janome machines in general are just really good from what I've experienced. I can't really actually say that because I've never sewn on anything but my Janome and that other irrelevant sewing machine, but I highly recommend it for anyone who is a beginner sewer. It was really inexpensive. I think it was a little bit over $200, and on QVC you can do the flex pay, which is what I did. So I just made 5 monthly payments. And then what else? It comes with 30 stitches. It is a computerized machine. It has an automatic needle threader. Until you've had to thread a machine, you do not realize how amazing automatic needle threaders are, okay? Let's put that out there. But it has an automatic needle threader. It has LED, LCD, I think they call it LCD lights, so that you can see your stitches, you can see your needle. It has, I think it has 8 feed dogs. I don't exactly know what that is, which is bad. I definitely should have looked that up, but I'm pretty sure the feed dogs is what feeds the fabric through when you're sewing. It comes with different types of presser feet. It came with a zipper foot. It came with the button stitcher foot, of course the regular one, and then I think it came with I forget what the last one is, but it came with one more, so I'm so sorry about that, but it came with 4. It also came with bobbins, some pre-run bobbins, some extra ones, and that was pretty much. And it has a foot pedal, which I really like the foot pedal. It has start stop button, it has the back stitch button, it has a needle up and down button, it has an automatic bobbin winder, and so it is a really cool machine for a beginner. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I haven't had any issues with it, no issues with jamming. It's so easy to use, and I did break a needle, but that's because I didn't have the right type of needle for sewing through the type of fabric. So the types of fabrics that I mainly sew through are cotton, t-shirt fabric, satin I've sewn through with no issues. I also have sewn through I think it's vinyl. It's a really thick black vinyl, and that's what I broke my needle on. But once I replaced the needle with a leather needle, it was better. So just get a better, like, you have to have a certain type of needle to work on certain fabrics, which I learned from experience. So yes, and I literally have nothing bad to say about the machine. It's been a pleasant experience. It's done everything that I've needed it to do, and I highly, highly, highly would recommend it to you guys. So I will insert pictures of what the Janome Mod 30 looks like, because I obviously don't have it. It's in the living room on my little sewing table. And I will link it below if you would like to take a look at it on QVC. The next thing is my Elna Air Artist. That is my embroidery machine. And the Elna actually is a Janome brand, so it is just like a separate section of Janome, because Janome does actually have embroidery machines. I know they have the memory craft one, and then they have a multi-needle one, but the Elna is affiliated with Janome. For my Elna, it is why did I just do that on camera? Not cutting it out. Anyway, so my Elna, it is a 4x4. That's the maximum size that it'll go to, is 4x4 wireless embroidery machine. So when it's wireless, it doesn't have a screen like on some of the machines you'll see that'll have a screen and you do all your stuff in there with a USB. Mine comes with a program called Dot Customizer that you download to your tablet, your phone, and you upload all of your designs, and you do all of your stitching, you do all of your customizations in the app, and then you connect to the machine via Wi-Fi. It has its own Wi-Fi, so you just connect to your device. For me, I use my iPad. I just connect it to the embroidery machine, and then I do all of my customizations in there. And I also am in love with that machine. So it has stitched, the app is very, very easy to use. I have had no issues with the app. You just got to make sure that you get the right format, which also I learned. I do also have some cons about the Elna, but it's not actually to do with the machine. It's more of like other stuff, which I'll get into in a second. So I'm gonna go back. Let's start off with what it comes with. So you get the machine, and you get instructions on how to download Dot Customizer, connect your machine, how to hoop the machine. The app Dot Customizer, it has the option in there that'll take you to the manual. They don't give you like a physical manual, but you can get to it from the app. So that's okay. I can deal with that. And then it also had like this little booklet inside that just showed you how to connect to the machine and stuff like that. It comes with some bobbins. You do get bobbins. It does have an automatic bobbin winder on it. It comes with a 4x4 hoop. It said SQ10. I believe that's what it said, SQ10. And then that's pretty much all you get. You do have to purchase like the embroidery thread, the stabilizers, and if any extra bobbins that you need, you have to purchase that yourself, which, it's no big deal. So I had all of that stuff come before I even got the machine. So yes, that is all that it comes with. And I do want to say that the initial startup, it was kind of hard, but that was just because of me. I was trying to go through it too fast, and I wasn't properly reading the instructions so that I could optimize the machine and the Dot Customizer. So that's not really a con, that's just me. So I will go ahead and talk about things that I like about the machine. So I love how it has an app that I can use on my phone or my tablet, and while you are actually like stitching on the machine, you can see all your progress through the app, which is really, really, really cool. I'll probably insert some footage so you guys can see what I mean. Oh no, I don't have any footage of that. Dang. Sorry. Oh, I'm terrible. But yes, while the machine is actually stitching, you can see it stitching out on your actual device, which is really, really cool. It also tells you when you need to change your thread, so you for color changes, and then at the bottom, it'll also tell you what color is next, so that you could already have that stuff pre-ready to go. What else? It's very lightweight. It is easy to thread. Oh my gosh, I was so scared that because it doesn't have an automatic needle threader, and I kind of got like bougie with my sewing machine, but I literally thread it, boop, just stick it in there and it's done. It's actually pretty easy to thread, so I'm not too like about that. And what else? I just think that the initial startup, like how even a beginner, for never having embroidered before, seeing or touching or using an embroidery machine, it was super easy. So I think that Elna did very good on making sure that it was beginner friendly, and I actually do recommend this machine as your first machine if you are looking to get into embroidery and you don't want to spend that much on the higher priced ones. This one was a little under $300, and then I got it off of HSN, and I just did the 5 monthly payments, so that's the plan that I'm doing right now. I will actually have the exact prices, if I can find them, in the description box below, so you guys can see if maybe that'll fit your budget and where I got that from. Now, there are some cons, unfortunately, with the Elna. One, I'm not too sure if maybe it's a new machine, but the online presence is basically non-existent. You cannot really find any like proper reviews or any informational stuff online about the Elna. Now, you can go on their website and they'll tell you a little bit about the machine, but there are some very key things that they leave out, which is actually very important because it could cause you to waste money. So first off, it doesn't have a light, so threading it can be kind of complicated if you have a darker setting. If I can't really see that well, I'll just shine the flash on my phone and then I can get it in. It's really not that inconvenient, but it is at the same time, because it should have a light. Like, I just think that should be mandatory. It just makes threading and all of that just so much more easier. So you can definitely purchase an external light to add to it, which I definitely am going to invest in, because I didn't think it would bother me as much as it actually does bother me. So I'm definitely going to invest in that. I'll just let that be known. Point blank period, you're going to need a light. Secondly, the whole not being able to determine what type of files to use. So the Elna does SEU files, just so you know. You can stitch out using DST. You can use JEF, because like I said, it is a Janome brand, so those two do support Janome, so therefore the Elna also supports those files, but SEW is preferred. For anyone looking to get that machine, I just wanted to let you know, SEW. And not only that, the machine does have a max amount of memory, not the app. So Dot Customizer, the app, I don't know how much designs you can upload to the app, but as far as uploading it to the machine, it does have a maximum. I cannot find that maximum, and the reason I found out it has a maximum amount of space on the actual machine is because I was trying to I bought a Harry Potter crest bundle for $7.99, and even though the crest is in SEW and it's 4x4, it's too large for the actual machine. So what I did was I went online to their website, to forums, and tried to find anything I could find to tell me what the maximum file size for the machine is, and I could not find it. I still don't know what it is to this day. I just know I can't use what I paid for. So just keep that in mind. I would definitely say stick to simple stuff. It is definitely a trial and error, but I do plan on getting a bigger, better machine. So it's just stuff that I'm gonna have for later. So those definitely are some cons to the Elna Air Artist. Other than that, it is a very great machine, very ideal for beginners. I definitely for sure recommend it to you guys if you're looking for a machine on the cheaper side that will get you beautiful results. All of my embroidery is done on the Elna Air Artist, and it comes out perfect each and every time. So with that being said, that is actually all I wanted to share with you guys today. I have been steady crafting, and if you guys have seen all the behind the scene video that I did for the Bernie mask, and my previous podcast, and I showed you all the designs I did, you guys will know it is a good machine, and I definitely recommend it to you. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching today's Let's Talk. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I love conversing with you. And if you wanted to purchase any of the designs, you can view my Instagram or go to my website, thecrochetcomp.com, which is all linked in the description box below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.